Hello everyone, and welcome to another manga chapter review. I am the Rat, and this is The Rat's Nest. I'm joined as always by Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hello everybody.
We are back with Chainsaw Man, chapter 135, Sentimental Drive.
Yes, it sure was a sentimental drive.
It felt like a long break. We had the bi-weekly Devil Strike. He hit us, and I think he hit pretty hard. It felt like it's been a while since last Chainsaw Man.
He knocked us into next week.
There was a lot of discourse. I don't think I've mentioned this to you, Kyle. There was a lot of discourse in the Chainsaw Man community these past 2 weeks that has made it felt longer.
Why?
Lots of discourse.
Over what?
I'd say mainly there was a lot of Asa and Yoru shipping.
Wait,
among other things.
No.
There was actually a bingo put together.
You can't just skip that.
And someone hit bingo this week, which was kind of poggers. But yeah, so we're back. We get Ashley back. Ashley's back with Yoru.
Yeah.
And
this was a great chapter.
What a chapter it's been. And the bi-weekly Devil did not strike this week. We get another chapter in a week. That's awesome. So, overall, Kyle, what do you think of the chapter?
First half of it, really funny. Got that classic faulty motor energy, like the fun kind of goofy.
This was a pretty classic funny water chapter, wasn't it?
We'll talk about those the funny moments there, and I like seeing all the character interactions, and then the second half got a bit more heavy into like the narrative of progressing the narrative. I feel like now, I know we usually do this at the end, but I feel like if I had to predict what'll happen, it'll be Dennis talking with Ashley and being like, "Hey, why are you getting involved in this church thing?" And then it's gonna turn into the meme of like the fat guy with like the tiny little dude standing underneath the belly, being like, "Who's Chainsaw Man?" It's just Dennis hiding underneath Ashley. That's at least the vibe on. You've never seen that one where it's like the big fat guy? It's usually with like the Breaking Bad thing where it's Heisenberg and he's just hiding underneath the fat guy's belly.
Never seen that before. I'll be real with you, Kyle.
You've never seen that before? I will.
I've never seen that before.
I sound just incomprehensible to the viewers. I'm so sorry. Point being,
you're actually insane.
Point being, let's just get into the chapter.
Let's just get into it. So, we start off on page 0. Actually, this is a long chapter. So,
yes.
Tatsuki Fujimoto is back. And I think this is a news program here saying, on a television program late last night, Chainsaw Man revealed his human form. Although he hid his face with a hat, his handsome looks are causing a stir. Supposedly, the phone calls to the Chainsaw Man Church from prospective members are currently surging. Additionally, because this self-proclaimed Chainsaw Man did not transform on the program, some are calling his claims into question. We get Ashley kind of looking at it, and then she says, "There's no way this stand-up guy is Chainsaw Man," which is kind of poggers. I pogged when I saw it.
I laughed when I read that, because I mean that's what I figured would happen if just her seeing it, be like, "No, there's no shot, no fucking way."
Yeah. She says, "Chainsaw Man is stupid and crude and simple-minded, but he saved my life multiple times." And we get Yoru saying, "Is Chainsaw Man truly your prince in shining armor?" And then we get her eating just a ginormous slice of bread.
And then
that
is a smug ass face. Yeah, that's pretty fucking large, and she looks smug on the top right corner of the next page.
He does. It's good. It's good to have Ashley and Yoru back. It's been a second.
I like their funny dynamics with each other.
And then Yoru goes, "Yes, perhaps he saved your life, but he's my mortal enemy, and I plan to kill him." And she goes, "How could you fall in love with Chainsaw Man of all people?" And then Ashley goes, "I'm not a femcel.
It's perfectly normal to like Chainsaw Man.
It's perfectly normal to." And then she's blushing. And so she loves Chainsaw Man. Canonically, she has fallen in love with him because Yoru would know, and so Yoru says that that's not something Yoru would lie about.
No, she knows. We see later that she can basically read her mind, and we've known this. So it's canon.
And then Ashley goes, "It's not like I like him. It's just he saved me again and again." And Yoru goes, "You fall for men so easily, Ashley. That's accurate, bro." And Ashley goes, "Yoru, are you in a good mood or something? Normally you fly into a rage whenever I say so much as one good word about Chainsaw Man." And Yoru goes, "Heh. war draws nigh. That's a totally Yoru thing to say. And she goes, Falling Devil's mere presence temporarily reversed gravity in places all over the world. All nations suffered damage and simultaneously became poor. When humans want money, they always go to war. And once they do, they will all remember and fear me. Ashley kind of looks around and goes, if you get your strength back, won't you not need to kill Chainsaw Man anymore? Yoru looks, of course I will. I'll use my renewed strength to kill him. It's time you got your heads out of the clouds. Forget he ever saved you. And then we get the funny panel. That was leaked last night. I texted you proof, Kyle. I texted you proof through Discord. I put a spoiler.
Oh, that,
I was like,
yeah.
don't look now. But I was like, but the Weekly Shōnen Jump jumped the gun. Some intern pressed enter on the tweet early, and so we got this panel early, and so that's everyone into a tailspin because everyone was like, no freaking way. One, we're getting Ashley back. That was the big thing. Everyone wanted to see Ashley again. Two, she had fallen in love with Chainsaw Man, and then so the Asadin shippers were like, we are so back. And then the Ashley and Yoru shippers were like, this is so over. New faction wars. And then Yoru goes, no flashbacks. I told you to forget it. And Ashley goes, how could I help it? The memories well up on their own. And Yoru goes, then don't think, fool. And then would you like to?
I'll read it.
And then Ashley loses herself.
Ashley folds against herself in her own head because then she recites this poem called Sentimental Drive, and it's as follows. The day we went on our first motorcycle ride, I felt your body heat for the very first time. Your head was a chainsaw, yet I couldn't deny that your warmth was human, that of someone alive. In retrospect, every time you save my life, my body's cold as can be, as frozen as ice. Although I'm doomed to always end up all alone, you always came to my rescue, that much I know. And then Yoru says, don't recite some embarrassing poem. She goes, it's a poetry reading. That's
so true. Bro, like in a split second, she thought of an entire poem. Whoa.
Also, page 7 is the funny one where she doesn't, Yoru doesn't have her, like,
funny water. Funny. Someone on Twitter took a picture of the poem and was like, I just know Fujimoto was giggling while drawing this. Bro was so consumed by this. And apparently everyone on the editorial staff was so consumed by it that they forgot Yoru's scars. That's just, oh my gosh. And then we get to the next page and we get another funny thing. There's Fammy and she goes, you're eating that plane?
He just warps in.
And then they look at her and they go, yeah? When did you get there? Ashley says. Fammy goes, can I eat this? And then Ashley goes, the door was locked. How did you get in? Fammy goes, can I eat this? What's her deal? Famine, what do you want? Can I eat this?
Can I eat this?
It's the whole loaf. And in the next page, she's already, I didn't even know, she's already eaten the entire loaf in the next page. It's already gone. I didn't even notice that. She ate the entire loaf.
Oh man, Fujimoto is just really, really funny with his character shticks. I love him.
Funny Water really came back and said, "Aight boys, aight boy, One Piece is out for the week, for the month. I need to show everyone who's in charge here.
Time to carry Shonen Jump on my back."
That's true.
And so he did with the shit like this, and then and then page 10 starts. Oh, you want to read it?
Yeah. Then Femi says, "I'm here to grant both your wishes." And Yoda goes, "Our wishes?" And she's like, "Yeah, can I look in your fridge?" Yoda goes, "Leave at once or I kill you." Femi goes, "Ashley wants to help Chainsaw Man. Yoda wants to kill him. It's possible to choose both."
Oh, good. Having your cake, eating it too.
And then Yoda, who's in control of the body, loses to Ashley, and Ashley goes, "How?" Okay, before we get into Famine's whole thing here, let's talk about the
this
chapter.
This is the halfway part of the chapter. So let's go back. I found the detail, not like it's not like a surprising detail that much, but I find the detail that she looks at the TV and is like, "There's no way that this guy's Chainsaw Man." I like that a lot. I mean, that's what I figured would happen, and I like that I was able to like think they're like, yeah, no, that seems like a pretty obvious tell. Like she knows Chainsaw Man at this point, and to see this nice, upstanding gentleman get on TV and just be very kind, she's like, no way, this guy's Chainsaw Man. That's stupid. Yeah,
it's literally the meme of like someone pointing a gun at their best friend and it's like, which one of you should I shoot? And one of them's like, just go ahead and shoot me. I want to die. And the other one's like, oh, shoot the other guy. I don't want to die. And she shoots the guy who said shoot the other guy because he's like, my friend would never pass up a chance to die. It's like that meme.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's the meme, Kyle. Okay, anyway, yeah, no, I think that it's great because it shows that Ashley at least understands Dennis as Chainsaw Man a bit, right? And it also so Ashley loves Chainsaw Man. Aw, that's cute. That's so.
And then you were eating her giant fucking sandwich loaf.
Bro, just a ginormous piece. And then we get some funny little reaction images, and we have Yoda saying "War draws nigh," and it's like, okay, so that's interesting. Getting to see like, okay, so she's confident, right? She's like, okay, there's going to be a war. I'm going to get more power. She's going to grow in strength, and as we see at the end, she does grow in strength a bit because Ashley's able to go run and do some stuff. Also, I think we knew Falling Devil's reverse gravity over places. It's interesting. It's like, yeah, Falling Devil, with as much damage and chaos as it's caused, even being under the control of Fami, being a primal fear. I'm pretty sure falling was a primal fear. At least this avatar of falling. I don't think this was the full Falling Devil. I think this was just an avatar of it.
It was just an avatar made by like the body parts. So.
And I think that it's like, okay, all right, we're cooking a little bit. Did stuff proportional to the to the name of primal fear, right? And we also get Ashley, being like we don't need to kill Chainsaw Man. So she obviously wants to avoid it. And Yordu's like, no, she has to happen. And then we get the funny scene of them too, where it's like, yeah, Ashley is down horrible for Chainsaw Man.
Oh my god. Like just spawning a poem in her head over there. I mean, I feel like if she had come up with this prior, I feel like Yoru would have said something like, not this crap again, but it's the fact that it's like, she just comes up with it, and Yoru was like, oh my god, like, really? And she's like, I can't, it's a poetry reading, like, what can I say? Like, she just spawned this poem in point blank from the heavens to beam down into her brain, which is really funny.
Dude, what do you think is going to happen whenever Ashley finds out that Dennis is Chainsaw Man?
Yoru and Ashley are probably both going to lose their shit in different ways. Yoru's probably going to be like smacking herself, being like, there's no when that kid, that stupid motherfucker, told us on the rooftop that he was Chainsaw Man, he was being for real. And
bro was not capping.
He was not
absolutely
capping.
Accurate, bro.
And I feel like Ashley would actually be happy to hear that, to be like, oh my god, like everything makes sense now, like why you are the way that you are. Like just like putting the pieces together in her head. I that's what I feel like would happen. And appreciating Dennis even more.
And then Fami just coming in, being funny, eating the entire loaf. Absolutely hilarious.
Can I eat this? Can I eat this?
Just it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
So
this might sound weird, but like one thing I heard with like kind of like whenever you're coming up with concepts like the Four Horsemen, I've heard people say, like, for writing, you should try something new. Don't stick too close to like their stereotypes. But sticking close to the real stereotypes of these are really funny if used correctly.
Yeah, where Family just constantly eats everything. It's hilarious.
it's
like, can I look in your fridge?
It's a great bit, and then I like going back to that. It seems like kind of a recurring thing in part 2 of like wanting to have your cake and eat it too. I know that was way back in like the diner sequence with Josh and Dennis, but like I just like that recurring theme of like it's hard wanting to sometimes have both different outcomes in a situation, but trying to persevere and just obtain both. I admire that for Ashley, not wanting to kill Chainsaw Man.
Yeah,
and falling for him.
It's based. So continuing with chapter 12, the second half of the chapter.
Yeah.
Basically.
Second half.
There's not really a good like halfway point. But Fami goes, at the moment, Chainsaw Man has given up on fighting devils to lead an ordinary human life. I was surprised to see her like genuinely like this is real. And she goes, huh? And she goes, the problem is that Chainsaw Man's own heart prevents him from being an ordinary human. Even weakling devils can become powerful by eating strong devils, those who are feared. It's why devils are constantly after him, trapping in a cycle of violence. This part, though, isn't exactly true, because he doesn't really want to be an ordinary human. He wants to be Chainsaw Man. He has given up on fighting devils to lead an ordinary human life. That's true, but it wasn't his choice. It's because if he didn't, they were going to kill Nayuta, and he wasn't about to take that risk.
There's probably some manipulation going on here from Fami.
Oh, absolutely. She's lying intentionally to get Ashley on her side.
Yeah. Like, she's telling her the truth, but not the whole truth.
Yeah. Because what she's trying to do is she knows at this point, probably, that Ashley likes Chainsaw Man, right? And so she wants him to appear as like a tragic figure that Ashley would want to help. And so then they enlist War's help, right, at the same time.
Yeah. Because they're trying to power up War to stop the Nostradamus event. Do you think that Fami, I mean, this might have been said already, I might just be stupid for asking this, but does Fami already know that Dennis is Chainsaw Man?
Probably.
I feel like this is something that she would know already.
I can't say for 100% certain, but given the fact that she knows Natalie, I'd say it's quite likely.
Yeah, like that's what I think. Anyway,
I think so. I do. I think that she knows. Does she know? I think that she knows. She's also talked with Josh. I mean, she is acquainted with Josh, and Josh absolutely knows. So it's
Well, Josh might not know, but Yoshida does.
That's true. That's so true. But Fami continues. She goes, many of Chainsaw Man Church's followers were saved by Chainsaw Man. We want to save him this time. Again, appealing to Ashley, right? That part might be absolutely true. She goes, we're hunting down all the devils in town so that he won't have to fight. If everyone forgets about Chainsaw Man, he'll grow weak as a devil, and then he can live an ordinary life. I want you to join the Chainsaw Man Church and fight with us, Ashley. She goes, what? This is interesting, because like that's a contradiction in and of itself. It's like everyone will forget about Chainsaw Man if we hunt down all the devils, but like you're doing it in the name of the Chainsaw Man Church. Like that's a contradiction.
Dude,
I'm a huge Ace Attorney fan. I'm a huge Ace Attorney fan. I'm pointing out the contradictions in her testimony.
I can't wait. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say I cannot wait till the Chainsaw Man Church devil appears.
That's gonna be crazy. Bro, the Chainsaw Man devil and then the Chainsaw Man Church devil fight. That's gonna go insane. Even more insane than Gojo versus Sakuna, bro. It's gonna go insane. But Fami goes, someone who's been saved should want to return the favor. And we get a funny Ashley face. And Yoru goes, save Chainsaw Man, you must be joking. Even if Asa refuses, even if Ashley agrees, I refuse. Fami says, is it the red Chainsaw Man you want to fight, Yoru? And she goes, excuse me? And she goes, isn't it this black Chainsaw Man? And then Yoru pogs. The question that I saw brought up that was pretty valid. How did she get this picture? I don't know. I don't know if that'll be a big plot point or not. I think it's interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who was there? The only time we've seen this was in part 1, whenever he lost his shit from opening the I killed my dad door, and then he went on a McDonald's date. What photographer was there?
I don't know. It's interesting. But regardless, there's a picture of it, and she's like, isn't it this black Chainsaw Man? And Yoru pogs. And he goes, black Chainsaw Man and red Chainsaw Man are not the same person. I'm surprised you don't realize it I'm not surprised you didn't realize it since we sisters have no interest in faces, human or devil. She explains Makima only being able to tell people around about with smell. And Fami continues, says, if you want to fight black Chainsaw Man, you'll need to turn red Chainsaw Man back into an ordinary human. That's kind of correct. Because I mean, they're both Chainsaw Man, but like the Chainsaw Devil itself is that is the Chainsaw Devil. That's Pochita, and he took over after Dennis completely gave up. After being a human. So that's kind of true. Not 100%, but it's kind of true.
Again, manipulation.
Yeah, throw some truths in there with the lies.
I did like that. I liked how she came in and explained, like, yeah, these are two separate entities here. Like, you're after the Dennis Saw Man. You're after the black man, black Chainsaw Man.
Don't shoot. This man isn't the black Chainsaw Man.
I love the super bridge. That's not even a bridge. That's just the dub.
That's just the actual dub. That's the good part.
Fami
goes, the Chainsaw Man that Ashley wants to save and the Chainsaw Man that Yoru wants to kill are different beings. That's technically true because Ashley, likes the Chainsaw Man that's Dennis, right?
Yeah.
Ashley has no connection to the Chainsaw Devil. That is who Yoru wants to kill. So that's not technically incorrect. It's just that separating the two would kill Dennis.
It's withholding
which is literally his heart. Like
this is selectively withholding information.
Yeah. But she goes, join the Chainsaw Man Church and you can help each other. And Ashley takes back over the body and goes, but why should we trust you? You were secretly manipulating things that time with Yuko and at the aquarium, and this Chainsaw Man Church is totally fishy. Also, could you not leave my fridge open? And for that matter, that Chainsaw Man on TV was totally phony too. And it goes, correct, he's a fake, a devil to protect Chainsaw Man from devils. That's incorrect as well. But he is a fake. Again, truth and a lie, right? And she goes, you don't have to trust me. I'm asking you to trust the church's followers. They're honestly trying to save Chainsaw Man.
Another two truths and a lie.
And she's looking at the TV and she sees the guy probably thinking about Chainsaw Man. And then we get another news broadcast and goes, in other news, today in the early hours of the morning, a member of the Chainsaw Man Church defeated the Carpenter Beat Devil that had infested an apartment building here in Tokyo. The female high school student is making headlines for defeating over 10 devils this month alone, despite not being a devil hunter. She's a volunteer, right? It's admirable. Isn't she paid with the believer's money? How to put it? Quit playing devil hunter. So again, we get the differing opinions of the people, right? And the thing goes, that Chainsaw Man Church member, Asami Taka, Ashley Michael, I heard it wasn't Chainsaw Man who defeated the Eternity Devil.
Michael?
Yeah, I heard it wasn't Chainsaw Man who defeated the Eternity Devil at the aquarium. It was actually Ashley. Someone said they saw her fight a devil at school too. There's even a report that Ashley Michael was in the apartment building that the Cockroach Devil destroyed. Maybe all of Chainsaw Man's kills were actually Michael's. And then Dennis in his Chainsaw Man merch, important thing, in his Chainsaw Man merch goes, Ashley Michael?
I like that meme that you sent where it's like Dennis going to bed with his Chainsaw Man shirt and his Chainsaw Man footies with his Chainsaw Man toothbrush or whatever else it said.
Yeah, after brushing his teeth with his Chainsaw Man toothbrush, with his Chainsaw Man brand toothpaste.
I just want to say, before we cap things off, Faulty Motor, Freudian slip, really good at facial expressions. I love this expression with him at the end where he goes, Ashley Michael?
Bro's a little bit peeved. So, I mean, I loved all of Amy's speech. We already kind of talked about it. Truth than a lie, right? She's trying to convince Ashley to join them. Power up war so they can kind of control war to help against the Nostradamus threat. Also, maybe part of their plan is weakening Chainsaw Man. It's kind of obscured, I think. I don't know what information we can trust in regards to that and what information we can't.
What weapon is she using on the Carpenter?
I don't know. That's what people have been trying to figure out.
What the hell?
What weapon
it's like
an energy sword. It's weird.
It's like a paper football thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. And then obviously Dennis at the end. Bro's a little bit mad, right? Here he is, in the past month, right? So we can assume that it's been a month since he's turned into Chainsaw Man, roughly. And he hasn't been Chainsaw Man. She's been taking credit, and everyone's like, "Oh, maybe him." She thinks that she's doing it for him, and he's about to be pissed. So
he's about to go rim saw man.
That's true, and it's also someone pointed out her injuries are healed, so she's probably going back to school, where she's gonna meet with Dennis again. And it's funny because she's gonna be mad at Dennis for standing her up on the date, and Dennis is gonna be mad at her for stealing Chainsaw Man's credits, when in reality they both love each other. Dude, Chainsaw Man is a shoujo manga.
He does good at the romance. You're probably you're right. That's just gonna happen. They're gonna be hers is I was gonna say justifiable, but if she knew the full context of it, yeah,
she's being tricked into doing this. We also get a Natalie panel at the end of the chapter. I can always appreciate a good Natalie panel.
Good Natalie. Yeah, and that was unless there's anything else to talk about. I mean, that was the chapter. It was a good chapter.
Going forward, I
really
think
good chapter.
It's cool stuff. We've had a lot of action recently, a lot of high stakes. I think this chapter was kind of slowing it down a little bit.
8 double-page spreads.
Slowing it down a little bit, getting some funny faulty motor stuff. Right? I think we're going back to school a little bit. That's what I think. It's gonna be fun.
I do too.
Well, if you're this far in the video, obviously there's something you like, so make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us what your favorite part of this chapter was. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this video. We will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.